this means is there's two traits which equal a third trait. How many of you have finished algebra? Algebra. Anybody? Come on, you're in India. Everybody has algebra. So land of engineers and mathematicians, I know you have, okay? So x plus y equals z, right? Pretty simple. Those are just random variables. What is x plus y equals z? So if you have a trait, what else could be a combination? So here are the two piece evaluated traits we're going to learn this morning. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense. Aggressiveness, that's really close to temper anyway, except you don't know how quick it's going to explode. Aggressiveness plus emotional responsiveness, DE writer, I think, yeah. And that's probably true, unless they had willpower, right? Then it would be a inhibiting trait. So one of the things we'll talk about later today is you have these traits which are accurate, and you have inhibiting and supporting. So we're going to add supporting traits. What's a supporting trait to aggressiveness that would add to a temperamental person? Defiance, resistance, intolerant demands, right? Irritation, sarcasm. Now you got it. You guys are thinking. These are all supportive traits. Okay? Inhibiting traits would be what? So someone has a temper, they have aggressiveness and resistance. What would be inhibiting? Self-control. What else? ABFA slant. That would be inhibiting, right? What else?
Low self-esteem.
Low self-esteem. Maybe, maybe not. I think what you're thinking, if someone is very weak-willed and they were scared, maybe they wouldn't fight. But low self-esteem can sometimes cause people to fight because they have to prove themselves. So I like your thinking, but I don't think we're going to call that sensitive. Sensitive might be. There's two ways to look at sensitive. They could be defensive, which means they overreact, or they would be so concerned, they would say, you know what, I'm not going to lose my temper because they may not love me. So that's very, very good. I just don't know how it happens sometimes. A lot of people, I met this guy, he's a really interesting guy, and I won't use his name because he's a friend of mine. I don't want to embarrass him if he ever hears this tape. But he is known as the connector. And he built his business out of connecting people. And so if you look at all the self-help gurus in the United States, he probably knows 80% of them. And he's very well liked. And he has seminars and he invites all of us together. And he's a very nice guy. Last time he bought dinner and he bought dinner again and it was my turn. He's just so generous, right? And one of his flaws is his D loop is this big. He's the biggest D loop ever. Huge. And I thought about that, and I met a number of people that were profoundly likable. Like they went out of their way to be sociable, and they had big loops in their teeth. Now this is, I guess, a flaw at some level, but because of this trait, he has connected with some of the most interesting and powerful and wise men across the world. Because he cares so much. And he makes friends. He maintains friends. He texts me, I'm in town, let's have dinner. You should know so-and-so. You should meet so-and-so. And he's great. I've never seen the bad side of his DD loop. And I hope I never do. Because I know he must live with a lot of pain. Does that make sense? So it's not my job to judge on how he is.